This is a video to help parents manipulate through Google Classroom and be able to write or type on a worksheet using an iPad. This is for an iPad only. So I'm going to go on to my Google Classroom and I'm going to go into, as a student, into this classroom. I'm going in as a student. And then if you look down at the bottom, it says Stream, Classwork, and People. Stream is where your teacher talks to you and just communicates with your child, kind of just like a feed, like a communication feed. And then if you go into Classwork, this is where your assignments are listed. So I'm going to go into, on the top where it says First Grade UA and it says Short A Story. I'm going to click on that one. And when I do, it opens up like this, and there's some directions here from your teacher, but really when you tap on the screen, there's nothing to do. So what you have to do is, if you look down at the bottom of your screen, it says Your Work with a little arrow, and you're going to click on that arrow, or just click in that box, and it will open up your work. And here's where the attachments are. So here's that Short A Story that I'm going to click on. And then here it is. Here's my worksheet. Now, if you look up in the upper right-hand corner, there is a box with a magnifying glass on it. There's a little pencil icon, and there's a box with an arrow going through it. If you click on the pencil, that opens up the worksheet so that your child can write on the worksheet with their finger. They can type on it also, but I'm going to show you that in just a second. The other icon that has the box with the arrow, that is how you open up a worksheet in Google Slides. So if your teacher has like a drag and drop worksheet that the students can kind of drag and drop things around, then you would open up in that. And teachers will probably start posting how to open it, I hope. So, but anyway, let's go to the pencil. You're going to tap on that pencil. And it will open up the worksheet. A little slow internet access today. Okay, and now you can just, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, there's a little box that has different things in it. It's got an eraser and some pens and some highlighters. I'm going to tap on that pen right there, and look at it opens up. I can do it a different color. I can pick what size of the pencil you want. Yep. And then I can use my finger then to write on the worksheet with my finger. Okay, if I want to erase, I just go to the eraser, tap on the eraser, and then tap on the word. It'll erase it for you. I can use a highlighter. See how on the bottom, down there at the bottom, I just chose a highlighter. If I click on it again, I can choose the color of the highlighter. So your students can have fun with that. And maybe this teacher wants you to highlight all the words that end in AG. So I'm going to highlight bag, flag. Well, I don't know, it's not highlighting. Oh, I need to make it bigger. Look, see, it was writing like that because of the pinpoint was too small, and I'm going to make it bigger. So there we go. That's probably too big. So somewhere in the middle. Now I can highlight words, snag. Okay, so see how that works? And then that A over there at the bottom, that's for a text box. If you tap on that A, wherever you tap your finger next, a text box is going to appear. So maybe go up to name. See how that text box came up there, and now in the keyboard popped up. So now you can type your name in on the worksheet, just like that. Tap anywhere else on the page and it goes away. So see how that works? You can make a text box, you can highlight, you can make the highlighter smaller or bigger, change the colors, you can tap on a pen, all those different things you can play with. And then of course you have the eraser where you can erase anything on the page, even the text. Okay, so that is how you open just a worksheet that's your teacher has loaded as just an image file, or or just as a page from their computer. So it's not, what I'm trying to say is that it's not a Google worksheet that they can manipulate. If I click on Google, the worksheet, now I'll go up to the top of the screen, and on the right hand corner, there's that box with the arrow, that's your Google Sheets. You click on that, and it's going to open that worksheet in Google Sheets. Now, if your teacher has not done anything to manipulate, like with a drag and drop type of thing, then there won't be anything on here, and you can tap on it, but there's nothing to manipulate. So I'm just kind of tapping on it, and it's doing nothing. That means that it's not an interactive worksheet. So the only way to write on it is to go back and choose that pencil. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the classroom, and I'm going to actually show you another worksheet that you can manipulate. And so I go into the class, go down to classwork, go down to where it says second grade UA, and it says plurals SES. So I'm going to click on that. And then again, there's nothing in there. The videos will show up in here. So if there's a video, you can click on it. The instructions are in here, but to get to the actual worksheet, you have to go down to the bottom and click the arrow so that the work pops up. Okay, and then you click on the assignment. And this is a Google Slides worksheet, so there's actually some fun kind of stuff to do in here. So you're going to, again, open it. If you just want to write on it, you can do the pencil, but if not, if it's a Google slide, then you're going to click on that box with the arrow up in the right-hand corner, and it's going to open it up as a Google slide. Okay, now if you go down to the bottom, it will show you the different slides that are in this presentation. So there's 4 of them. I'm going to go to the 4th one just because, well, let me go through. So this one I did where you can just click. You see where the arrows say click. You click on it and there's a box. This was kind of one of the first ones that I did, so it's a little bit different. But anyway, you can click on that. If you double click, the keyboard will show up and then your student can type. Okay. All right, and then if we go back, just tap anywhere and the keyboard will go away. The second, you can swipe or you can go down to the bottom and choose which worksheet you want. But if I just swipe to the right, now I have some worksheets that actually have blue in them, and everybody knows if you click on blue, it's interactive. Double click to get the keyboard. So anywhere it's blue, they can click. Okay, and they can just start typing. So that's that worksheet. Click off of the worksheet, and the text box goes away. Here I actually had put some instructions on what to do. But I'm going to go to worksheet number 4 because that's where some drag and drop stuff is. And it's already showing up because I already did a video. Oh gosh. Okay, well this is actually good because it's going to show you how you can really mess things up. Okay, so these would normally be down here, these words. And I'm just touching lightly to grab it, and then once I grab it, I can move it. But if you're not careful and you hold onto it too tight and you try to move it around, it will either do that, or you can end up moving the box and resizing it. So you just got to be careful that they just touch it, hold, and move it. Okay, so you might get a worksheet like this where the directions are to drag the words to fill in the blank. And so your student is just going to lightly touch and hold and drag. So the foxes are, where are the foxes? The foxes lived in the forest. And then the buses. Now see what happened there? I pushed and I held too hard, and now it's going to disappear when I let go. Or sometimes if I just It's really touchy. So just make sure your student, the kids can do it way better than we can though. So you basically just are going to tap on it and move. Now, see, I tapped on it differently and now it's going to resize my box. So I don't want to do that. If that happens, just take your finger off, tap anywhere on the screen until it goes away and try again. Okay. The buses left the school. Tap lightly and drag. Boxes we put our toys in the boxes. So you kind of get it. So there's kind of some fun things that teachers can create for your students to work on where they just drag and drop. I'm glad there was a little bit of mess ups on there because you can see how things can change really easy. So you can format this, but I would just, whatever the teacher's directions are, I would just follow those directions. And so that's how you do it. And I think if you just go back to classroom, I'm not sure how you turn it in. Kind of new at that, but no. So anyway, I think you can just turn it in by going to your classwork and then clicking on it. You've already done it, so it's already saved. It automatically saves. You don't have to do anything like that. And then click on your work and then attach assignment. No, just turn in. You can just turn in this assignment. If I just click turn in, then I believe that assignment right there will be turned into your teacher. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you have any questions at all or you're struggling, I'm here to help. Just get in touch with your teacher and she can give you my dojo, or you can, I think, even already add me on dojo. I'm kind of new to that one, so if you just put in my email address, I believe my name will come up and you can add me, Mary.Yates, and you can email me there. You can contact me on dojo or contact your teacher and they will let me know. Okay, I hope this helps. Thank you.